Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we're about to get started with Open Mic Live. But first, as always, a word from our sponsors.
At InDigital, we know the public safety professionals hold themselves to a high standard. In fact, standard doesn't do it justice. In over 25 years working alongside you, carrying millions of calls over our IP networks, your dedication has inspired us. That's why our ESINet goes beyond industry standards, not only I3 compliant, but designed to adapt to future development for a network you can count on when it matters most. Learn more at indigital.net.
Carbine, it's multimedia. You can get text, translate to whatever language, getting away with the legacy equipment and going into a cloud-based solution.
It's the first time in U.S. history that we have an EZNet through cloud-native call handling.
As a police officer, to have the victim go video, that's unheard of.
You're getting upgrades every month, not every year.
To schedule your free Carbine demo, please visit carbine.com/WTT.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. Oh man, we are back. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm excited. This is going to be good stuff. Welcome everyone to Open Mic Live. It's Friday. Yes, I'm a day off. I know. I was going to do it yesterday. I just flown back, flew into Detroit, and then drove straight home. And man, I was dying. I was tired. There was actually a couple times where I'm driving. I don't know if you've ever done it before, but driving back from Detroit to Indiana on 24, that shit is boring. And I was listening to a bunch of different stuff. I was listening to music. It got to the point where, like, thank you, Car Assist, because it helped me move back. Oh my God. Yeah, I dozed off a little bit. I was like, oh, okay. Get your shit in gear. And I don't know about you, but when I drive for a long time and I'm getting tired, and it's always right when I'm getting close to home, right? I look like I've got hydraulics on my vehicle. So I'm driving one arm forward and I'm like bouncing up and down to keep my dumb ass awake. So I'm sure people are going by and they're like, what is with this guy? I'm not crazy. I'm just trying to stay awake so I don't die, okay? There was no amount of energy or anything, energy drink or caffeine that was going to really keep me awake. So I was dancing and I was singing and I was just well, not like this because where's the steering wheel, right? No, I was like this, but I was just It's so stupid. James, no, you're right, dude. I had the music blasting, but I had the AC going because the wind, it wasn't doing anything. The air was like perfect. And have you ever been in your house and you've got the window open and you're just chilling, and there's a nice, perfect breeze that's coming in, and you're just laying there, and then after a little while, you're enjoying it, and you just go, that. The air was too nice, man. I had to throw the AC on and put my side on low so I could be. And of course, I already missed it because I went into the first story. uh, this live broadcast is sponsored by Indigital as well as Carbine, and to patrons, thank you so very much for everything. Welcome to Open Mic Live. Again, it's Friday, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. And as we check in all the time when we do Open Mic Live, how are you feeling? How are you doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty and 10 being awesome, how are you feeling? I'd say I'm probably about an 8. I'm about an 8 right now. And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling good. I see people jumping in here and everything. Also, roll call. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Where are you watching from? Also, if this is your first time on Open Mic Live, please throw that in there. I always like to know who's jumping in and stuff, and who's been here, who has not ever been here before. So let me go through. So we got James here, South Jersey. What up? And we've got Dina. What is going on? Had her on a couple days ago. Was it a couple days ago? It was a couple days ago, right? Dude, everything is just going through. I am fresh back from the Kentucky Conference, Kentucky Emergency Services Conference. Always a good time. Always. Shannon, what is going on? What is going on? James says, getting excited. A few day shifts left before heading back to nights, and the Atlantic chapter of APCO Fall Conference will be here soon. Hell yeah, dude. That's going to be awesome. Monica, what is going on? We got Anthony up in here. Selena, what is up? And then, so we got Maine, we got Central California. Ryan, first time. Welcome. Welcome. Open Mic Live. We're here to share the lighter side of dispatch. The funny shit that happens that people don't always get to hear about. So if you have any funny 911 stories, please throw them in the comments and I will read them. And we will laugh and have a good time. Because we get together for Open Mic Live for an hour. Again, it's usually Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern time, or sometimes if I'm traveling, it'll either be on a Friday or a Saturday. Most of the time, Saturday, it'll be later at night. But either way, we take an hour out of our time to forget about the bullshit that's going on in the world and just share some funny stories, even if they're like personal shit. I've shared a lot of personal stories, like crazy stuff that has happened in my life, and that is funny now, but at the time it was like, oh, fuck. But I'm a firm believer that laughing is good medicine, and that's what we're here for, sharing stories and finding some form of closure and healing through the power of storytelling. So that's what this is all about, and welcome to everyone who is here for the first time. Also, please make sure to share this broadcast on your feed or your favorite dispatch page, and then throw in some reactions as well, please. So I want to get started here. And we've got episode 458 that went out. That was with Cindy Sparrow. Excellent episode. Make sure to check that one out. And then the media partner sponsor episode that I did for RQI with Dina. Excellent. Another one. Excellent. That one is going to be going out as an episode next week. So make sure to check that one out there. The video is already available. It's all over social media, so you can check all that out. Also, the call for papers for Dare to Be Great 4 has closed, and man, there were tons of submissions. It's going to take me a little while to get through all of them, but I will be announcing soon who the speakers are, as well as the keynote speakers, and it's going to be an excellent time. And if you are an industry partner who would like to sponsor Dare to Be Great 4, hit me up, wttpodcast@gmail.com. Also, we've got coming up, I'm going to be going out to the ranch. That's with Joe Serio, the 360-degree dispatcher. The retreat that he has, it's pretty awesome. I was there last, I don't even remember what month it was, February, April, March. One of those three. I was out there. I did the closing piece. I did Imagine Listening, and I'm going to be out there again next week. And that'll be on the 16th of this month. So if you're out there, I cannot wait to meet you and talk to you and do Imagine Listening with you. It's an excellent time. Also, after that is going to be the Indiana Conference. It's going to be the first time in 4 maybe years, because every time they were doing the conference, it was butting up with or going against at the same time rather, Navigator. And I've been out at Navigator for years now, with this partnership that we have. So this will be the first time that I'm back in a long time. And I might just walk in there with a championship belt with a microphone and do it like The Rock and just be like, finally, Ricardo has come back to the Indiana Conference. Probably not. I don't know. It's still going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing a keynote there. And I'm also going to be doing Imagine Listening. I'll have the podcast there and we'll be recording episodes and everything. So it's going to be good. It's going to be an excellent time. Also, we are going to be there's going to be an awesome event that's going on that I am very excited about. So 91 Wonder Women Inc., they're going to be putting on an event, and that is going to be, I believe, on the 26th. And everyone is welcome to come who wants to come. And you don't even have to be going to the conference. You can just come to this event, have a good time, and it is going to be excellent. Let me put this up on the screen here really quick before we get to some of these stories here, because we've got some funny ones already, I can tell. And so let me just share my screen here really quick. And bam, right there, celebrating Indiana 91 Wonder Women. Again, all are welcome to join. And this is also presented by In Digital. So this is going to be a good time. Again, it's going to be Monday, September 26th at Centerpoint Brewing Company in conjunction with the Indiana 911 Professionals Conference. So if you are going to be there, dude, you don't want to miss this, because it's going to be a hell of a good time. Hell of a good time. So I just put the link in there. Make sure to check it out and register. It is going to be, again, an excellent time. So very excited for that. And check it out, register, share it up. Thank you. Now, let's get started. Because I've got a couple of videos that some friends have hooked me up with. One off of Instagram, thank you very much. And then another one from someone I spoke to recently, and it's going to be good. So let me read this over here really quick. So this first one says, very crazy lady that used to say her sandwiches in the fridge were going to eat her. This is like some Ghostbusters shit, right? Zool. And a very strange 7-Eleven clerk that would call Just Talk on the admin line. So one called, put her on hold, we called the other, and then conferenced them together. What? Muted our phone and enjoyed on speaker for 30 minutes. Disclaimer, no complaints received, and this was 20-ish years ago. Oh my God, that is amazing. Can you imagine? Like, I can just imagine the conversation, already. Like the person is just like, let me tell you, these turkey and ham and Swiss on this sandwich, and they're just going off on me right now. And the 7-Eleven clerk's like, okay, like, did you buy them from our store? Like, is that why you're talking right now? I don't get it. Like, are you going to bring them back? James says, back in those days, we were actually allowed to have fun. Hilarious that they couldn't figure out who called who. So funny. For real. Yes. Yeah. If they couldn't figure that out, that is interesting, because that's probably how it was going down, or at least it just me thinking about it. That's how I imagine it going down, is that the 7-Eleven clerk is taking this call and is thinking, did this lady buy this sandwich here? Like, and also, what if the 7-Eleven clerk is like a stoner, right? What if the clerk had gone outside, rolled a fatty, and just started burning it, and then went inside just all, I think I'm gonna eat some of those donuts over there, and then calls in or whichever, and this call happens, right? And the 7-Eleven clerk is all like just destroyed, just obliterated, eating fucking munchos, right? And drinking a Slurpee, and then starts freaking out. Like I'm way too messed up for this right now. Did this person buy this sandwich here? Should I not eat my sandwich? And the dude's just is probably just like, you better not, please, ma'am, don't bring the sandwich back here. If that thing is alive and is threatening to eat you, lady, I've been eating some of those sandwiches too. Oh, man. So they just had the conversation. I know this was 20-ish years ago, but they just had the conversation. That was it. Like, you didn't have to send anybody out. Anthony here says, we would mess with the other shifts when we had our ones that called all the time. We would tell them to call back and ask for whoever's name was coming in next shift. Dude, I'm pretty sure some of my coworkers did that to a few other people. Or at least threatened that they were going to. That's so messed up, man. Like, you come in, right? You come in and you're ready to work. You're ready to get down, and then you pick up the phone and it's somebody, and they're like, yes, is this so and so? And you're like, yeah. And you start talking to them, and they're like, have we spoken before? Like, no, I called earlier and they told me to call back after this certain time to ask for you. And be like, damn it. And then you're trying to figure it out, right? If that happened to me, okay, I would go through the playback. And because I was a supervisor, I would be able to, if I had time, I would go back to try to find whoever it was that spoke to that person. And I'd be like, you dick. Like, like, you just wait. I'm going to do the same thing to you. Let's see. We had already quit sending an officer to Sandwich Lady. Sandwich Lady. Oh, that's funny. We had already quit sending an officer to Sandwich Lady months before that night. Let's see. Shannon says, we would get scam calls all the time in the admin line, and I don't know how many times I signed up coworkers for vacations in cars. Yes. Oh, Shannon, you're my favorite. It's the best. Gary, what is going on? Yo from Northwest New Jersey. Late getting here, long commute. Well, I am glad you made it, dude. It is good to have you here. Just wait till you get your package and you see what I put in there for your name. See, James says, we would absolutely say, hold please, and then very casually say, partner 3122 is for you. Anthony says, oh yeah, but it took them a while to catch on. And then James says, funny thing is, all these years later, and I could still tell you Sandwich Lady's name and address. I think, oh, maybe she has, man. Oh, man. Rest in peace, Sandwich Lady. Wow. I mean, those are the, I mean, yeah, I'm sure, you took so many freaking calls. Of course. That's why, that's why you remember. There's a few things, man, that I remember from dispatch as well. And it's just, Yeah, it was because of shit like that. Because it was always it was nonstop. I'll just say that. I remember being in dispatch, and I would have well, and I'm sure all of you would have too. Again, just like Shannon, on the non-emergency lines, on the admin lines, someone would call in, and I would say, "Elegant Central, this is Ricardo," and then I would hear, "Hi, how are you doing?" "I'm doing all right. How are you?" "Oh, I am doing very well. Let me tell you, we have got an amazing deal for you." And you know what? I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say the name. "We have an amazing deal for you for the Grand Rapids Press." Because this was years and years ago, which is why I'm saying it. For the Grand Rapids Press. And I would say, "Oh, really? Tell me more." Of course, if there was nothing going on, right, I would continue this. And the person would be like, "All right, so we have got a deal right now where you will get issues of the newspaper, and you'll get the Sunday paper. Are you tired of paying?" I don't know what it was at the time, $1.50 or whatever it was, $1.75 for the Sunday paper, just to get all of the ads. Well, let me tell you, and they would just go and go and go, and I'm listening, and my partner would be like, and I would just be there listening, right? And then they would say, "So what was your name again?" And I'd say, "My name is Ricardo." Oh, okay, great, Ricardo. This is great. This is really good. I'm like, "No, it is. It is. Continue." And then the person would go, "What's your phone number?" And I would say, "It's 911." "Excuse me? What did you say your number was?" 911. "Wait, but that's not the number I called." And I said, "You're correct. You dialed our non-emergency line. This is Allegan County Central Dispatch." And then click. Oh, dude, it was the best. Those were the best ones, man. Oh man, those were a lot of fun, because you would have people who would call in all the time, and it would be for the newspaper, for credit cards, like Shannon said, vacations, just a bunch of different stuff. And if there was nothing going on, I'd be like, "Tell me more. Tell me more," until we got to that part, of course, and then they'd freak out, or they would be like, "Oh, no, 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't send an officer out to me. Like I didn't realize what I was doing. I don't want to get arrested." I'm like, "Nah, dude, like it doesn't work like that." Like, no, like nobody's gonna go out there like, "No, you're fine. Just mark this number down that this is a dispatch center that you're calling, and we don't want your shit, okay? Are you selling sub sandwiches or coffee? Like, we might take that." Oh man, when it comes to food, you might do that. Oh shit. Let's see. Ruth here says, "Had a lady call saying she wanted us to tell a local to stop calling her. She said she had a business and didn't want to deal with him. She didn't know who he was or why he called her. I asked her business. She said she was psychic, or she was a psychic. I did not. I I did not know what to say to her. I probably wouldn't either. Oh, can you tell me what's going to happen if I call and tell him to stop calling you?" Like, is the person going to be pissed off? Like, I'm not going to do it. I might have an officer do it, or have an officer call you. Oh man. Yeah, I can just imagine the person is probably like, "Call me now." Like Miss Cleo. Oh, shit. See, Anthony says, the people that our community officer would sign up to call in every day to tell you they were still alive. No, I don't remember. Like, I didn't have anything personally like that where in our county, and if they did, because I work night shift, maybe they did. I'm not sure. So it's kind of like an extra patrol. Um, let's see. James says, "Dude, we had a lady apologize. Sorry, I woke up today." What? Really? See, Ryan here says, "Pro QA, your telemarketers, my favorite game. See how far in you can get." Let's see. Let's see. James here says, on a more serious note, hopefully this encourages someone. One day around 1600 hours, we received a call from armed bank robbery in progress. As a team, we botched it. I got it entered into CAD, but sat for 3 minutes before radio dispatch. We got smoked by the lieutenant and captain next day about 1900 hours. So only 27 hours later, we got that call. Dispatch within 13 seconds of the call with a full description. Officer across the street made arrest within minutes. We got officer of the quarter. Wait, so for James, it says we got officer of the quarter, and then it cuts off. What is the rest of it? Can you copy and paste from there on? There's a character limit for whatever reason on my end, so I can't see the rest of the story. See, Doug says off topic, but were you at the Louisville Conference Awards dinner last night? No, I flew back yesterday afternoon and got back home in the evening. So I was not there at the awards dinner, but I had been there for the rest of that time and walked the vendor hall and attended some sessions and everything. Again, a good time, but I was not there for that awards dinner. Oh, okay. James is going to send me the rest of it. Okay, cool. I'll wait for that to come up there. And again, please make sure to throw in reactions, share this broadcast, and it's always a good time to be here with all of you sharing stories. And we've got a couple others, a couple stories here that I'll be sharing, a couple of videos. And when I share these, I want us to, kind of discuss these because some of them are like, huh? So this will be good. This will be good. All right. See. We got Corey here. I love hearing all the stories. It helps me decompress after work on my way home, knowing I'm not alone. Yes, that's what this is all about. Definitely. Yeah, it's always it is always an excellent time. And getting people when they're calling in and oh, here it is. So he's got the officer of quarter. I got employee of quarter. Point is, you can't be perfect every day. Don't let the bad days get to you. The news, appreciation, and discipline cycle are very quick to rotate. Keep your chin up. Oh, very nice. I like that. I like that right there. Thank you so much for sharing that. Everybody, please take note of that as well. Hold your head up high, because for real, not a lot of people can do this job. There's only a certain percentage of people who can do this job. When I share a lot of these stories, whether it be the funny ones or especially the hard ones with with my siblings and family, I've been out of dispatch for 9 years now, but there's a lot of times where I'll be talking and sharing stories, and some of those stories will come back. Ones that I haven't even thought about in years, and they come back and we're talking, and I'll sit there for a moment and my siblings will be like, "Are you all right, dude? What's wrong?" And I'll say, I haven't thought about that in years, and it just popped up out of nowhere. And, thank you guys for, helping me talk about it. Because early on, I found that sharing my stories and everything was actually therapeutic for me, where before I was burying them all and I was basically just hurting myself, So it was good to be able to do that and share a lot of the stories. But yeah, just going through, not a lot of people can do it. They asked me, "How did you do it for so long?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's it gets into your blood, man. It's a job that I love and I definitely miss, but I love doing what I do here and everything, sharing stories and helping people get them out as well, whether it be through the I Am 911 movement or Imagine Listening or anything like that. So it's been a good time. So thank you all for the job that you do and of course for joining me, because this is always good to have this conversation with all of you, and especially when we're sharing a lot of these funny stories too. Um, let's see. Corey here says, I have a few friends who dispatch. One motivated me to apply to my current job. I had no clue what I was getting into. I found your podcast and started listening, and now I see how relatable all these stories are. Oh, awesome. That is awesome, dude. Yeah, this January 2023 will mark 10 years. 10 years that I've been doing the podcast, and I'm sitting at just about 1.86 million downloads worldwide, and it's heard over in over 60 countries. And I'm hoping that by the time we hit January of 2023 for that 10-year anniversary, that we will hit that 2 million mark. We can do it. I know we can. And that'll be awesome. That'll be superb. I don't know what I'm going to do for it, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool. See, James here says, post E911 for those years. Now I've been self-employed and failed, but now I assist in the management of 4 very profitable and busy companies. Nice. Working in E911 for so long while I was young prepared me for so much, right? Yes. Dude, the shit that you go through in dispatch and everything, but also the camaraderie, all the good that comes from it as well, definitely prepares you for a lot of stuff later on, for sure. I agree. Gary here says, I say 2 things damn near daily. I hate my job and I love my job. And then Lockjaw here says, yin and yang of dispatch. You got it, dude. That is right. So I want to play this first video. Okay. This first, let me change the audio here, because I have to be able to throw some audio over. And okay, so hopefully you guys are able to hear this, but I also want to make sure that, okay, good, my do not disturb is on, so that if I get a text message or something from one of my siblings, you don't hear all the dinging and everything going back and forth. So I'm going to, first off, someone on Instagram sent this to me, which is awesome. Thank you so very much. It didn't work the first time, but I think it's because when I got it, I was on the plane, so it didn't cycle through right. So when I landed later on and got back over here, I was able to watch some of it. I decided not to watch the whole thing because I I wanted to be able to play this for everybody. So let me see if I can share this here. All right. All right, here we go. Now, this came from the Today Show, okay? And again, hopefully you can hear this. So here we go. And I think, so what I'm going to do too is I'm going to share this. So for whatever reason it doesn't work, you can check it out later on your own device. But there's the link there. Here we go. So this says, woman stuck upside down at the gym uses Apple Watch to call 911. Okay. And the person who sent this to me said something to the effect of, I can just imagine you trying not to laugh while taking this call. This person knows me well, because I probably would be having a hard time. All right, here we go.
Hey, Jason! I'm sorry. I'm talking from my watch. Yes. So I wish there was more people at the gym right now, but I'm stuck in this reverse back decompression thing. Not I don't know. I think the thing went too far, and I'm just stuck upside down, and I cannot get myself right side up, and I just can't. I can't get it back up. And this is so embarrassing. Oh dear Lord, my ankles are burning. Are you ready? Just easiest rescue ever. There you go. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so there it was. Now, I have to ask. I want to make sure. Were you able to hear that? Let me know. Okay, good. Okay, Shannon, your response tells me everything. You were able to hear it. Okay, good, good, good. So, I definitely would have been taking this call, and it would have been hard not to laugh. But and you're right, Ryan. Yes, she was a good sport about it for sure. Now, I will also say that would probably be me. Because I do have back issues, and I've heard about these. It's an inverted table, right? I've heard about these things, and I've heard that they work very well, and that would be my luck, man. That would be my luck, that my ass would get on there, and my back would probably be feeling awesome, like, "All right, yeah, this is good." And then I wouldn't be able to get my dumb ass up. And I would have to do the same thing. I would have to call 911. Now, the video is pretty short, right? So and you see how it's, it's spliced together and stuff. So who knows how long she was actually there. And dude, I can just imagine, like, okay, one, like she was saying, my ankles are burning, right? But she's been upside down for a long time. So and when she gets up, her face is beet red, dude. So she's got to, have a headache and everything, just all that blood rushing down to your head for however long she was there. Oh, dude, I feel bad for this person. But again, you know, she was, like Ryan said, she was a good sport about it. Oh, Karen, what's going on, Karen? What is up, yo? See, James says my luck would be to get stuck and have my Apple Watch in another room. For right? Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be me too, dude. That'd probably be me too. And I'd be yelling, "Hey!" And I'm not going to say her name because then my watch is going to go off too. Whoa. I hit the button on my desk and it started going up. See? But yeah, so I don't want my watch to go off. So that would be my luck, I'd have to yell for it. "Hey, so and so. Hey, so and so." And she'd be like, "Yes." And I would say, "I need you to call for me." And she'd probably be like, "Nah, nah." Oh man. And Karen says, "Oh gosh, I needed help out of one of those." See? So you feel this person's pain. Let's see. Mandy here says, "Hi everyone. It's been so long. It's been crazy busy. We got a new center and have been remodeling, and it's been a mess." Well, I am glad that you're here. Welcome back. And Karen says, "Always have a spotter." Right there. There's some information for you. Always have a spotter. Shannon says, "Reminds me of a call I took a few years ago. I took a call from an elderly gentleman. He was rolling around on his motorized wheelchair and pushed it just a bit too far. He rolled off his porch. No way. And the chair landed on him. He wasn't hurt, but we sent the rescue to go help him. We put it in as a rollover MVA." Wait a minute. Is there more to the story? It cuts off right there at MVA. If there is, please copy and paste the rest of it. or was it just an ellipsis? Like that was it. Let me know. But rollover MVA. Nope, that's it. Okay. All right. That is amazing right there. Holy shit. But can you imagine though? Can you imagine like PD and everyone, and especially if your fire and EMS have the same CAD where they can receive all that and they see rollover MVA, they're probably like, oh shit, this is a rollover MVA. And they probably wouldn't even pay attention that it was off the porch or anything else. And they're like hauling ass. And you're like, no, wait, no lights and sirens. Like, this isn't that kind of rollover MVA. Oh man. So also, let me this is funny because over here next to my face is this lady upside down. But I want to show this really quick here. Okay, so I don't know if you can read it, but so in the comments here, okay, so this has like over 43,000 likes. This was from 5 days ago. There's a person here, right here, that says, I'd rather call a friend than pay that 911 bill. What? Do people I can't even talk. Do people really think or still think that if they call 911 they're going to get charged? I remember taking a few calls where people would say, please don't send somebody out. It like on a butt dial or something. They would say, don't send anybody out, please, because I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay the bill for 911 responding. I'm like, what bill? What bill? What? Yeah, Mandy, you mean we can bill people? Right? Yeah. and they would say, no, I mean, don't we get charged? We get charged, right? I'm like, I mean, that's new to me. I no. I mean, if it's like, EMS, something like that, like an ambulance ride, but for an officer to go out there, I mean, no. But even then, they'd be like, no, I don't want somebody to come out. But then that's also kind of a red flag, right? Like, what is going on then? What is going on? Then you start listening to everything else. And shit, it might be like a domestic or something that's actually going on. Let's see, Luann here. Phoenix Fire charges on some calls. So, okay, so fire, EMS, like multiple fire alarms, if I remember correctly, now don't quote me, okay? I've been out of dispatch for 9 years, all right? Don't do something or say something and be like, well, that fucking guy Ricardo said, yeah. Don't put that shit on me. But I remember years ago that I was told that for like fire alarms, if the fire department went out too many times for like fire alarms and stuff, that they would get a charge or something like that. But yeah, other than that, it's like, no, you're good. But that just kind of made me laugh there. And at the very end here, there's a laughing emoji. Well, I'm laughing too. Because there's not a bill or anything. It was kind of funny. I was hoping that there would be more comments on here. There probably is. I just have to sign in, and I don't need to sign in. But what's funny is that the Today Show marked this call as head over heels. Well done, Today Show. Well done. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me pull this off of here. All right, so there is another one. Okay, there's another one here that I want to play, and this one comes from again from a guest from a couple days ago. She was amazing. She was awesome, and this was the link that she sent me. And so I want to go ahead and play this because this is pretty good right here. This is excellent. I love this one. All right, here we go. And actually, I'm gonna change the screen here so we can see it a little. There we go, right there. Okay, here we go.
911, police, fire, or medical?
Police.
And what is going on?
I think there's an intruder in one of the bathrooms, but
Okay.
the bathroom door is locked. We see a shadow moving around, and the door is closed.
How many people inside the house?
There are 2 people inside, plus the intruder.
Incident number 797, burglary in progress. They knocked on the door, nobody's responding, but they hear noises coming from inside the bathroom.
5336. Can we start a dog this way? We're hearing some sort of noises in the back of the house.
Okay, let me stop this right here. They're hearing noises in the back of the house, right? This is some intruder. You've got everyone coming in. What I love about this is that they took all of the body cams and the audio and everything to put this together because this is going on, okay? All right. And you know, at this time, everyone, not just the caller, not just the person taking the call, but everyone, those that are out there at this house right now, like, adrenaline's probably pumping, right? It's all the way up there.
Last chance. Beaverton Police searching the building with the canine. Come out now or you're going to get bit.
They believe someone's inside the bathroom. The bathroom door is locked and they can see a shadow under the door.
And we're entering right now. We are all inside now.
Yes.
5366. We can clear the signal too. It is a robot vacuum cleaner.
Mandy, you were right. This is the one.
I copy. It's a robot.
There's a bad guy.
Mandy, that was the first time that I had seen this. I mean, when when Dina sent it to me, because she was involved in this actually, and this was one of her dispatches, and she had sent it to me. She's like, "This is one of my funniest dispatches." So that was that. I had never seen it before, and Karen says, "Oh my God, can you share that video?" Yes. I can definitely share it. But that is fucking hilarious, right? So I'm watching it, and what's funny is, you know, there's a lot of stories, right, that are told, and a lot of times they start out where you're thinking, should I be laughing at this? Because I don't know what's going on, and then it gets to the end, you're like, oh, that's so great. So I want to go back again. You see everybody here, right?
Come out now or you're going to get bit.
You've got the canine officer, and and like he just yelled right now, come out or you're gonna get bit. And you can hear the shit in the background, right? And you know they're probably like, fuck, like, all right, this is gonna go down. The dog's gonna run out there and bite the shit out of this person.
They believe someone's inside the bathroom. The bathroom door is locked and they can see a shadow under the door.
See, and like with all of you, myself too, like I'd be freaking out as the person there at the house, seeing it and seeing the shadow, because that's the creepy shit, right? That's the creepiest thing. One, you're hearing something, and then you go up there and you see that shadow. You're like, oh no, like somebody's in the house. Like, I gotta call. Of course you're gonna call. Let's see, Dina says here, literally one of my first dispatches when I was in training, dispatched at end of shift and left. Then when came back the next day, I looked up call and saw what it was. It died. Dina, thank you so much for sharing this because this is amazing. This is so good. So 2 guys were house sitting and they took a dog for the walk, came back, and someone was in the bathroom. Oh shit. So that's how it went down? So they left, come back, and they hear this shit going on, and here's all of it.
We're entering right now.
And look, the dog's ready to go, right? The dog's ready to go.
We are all inside now. Yes. 566. We can clear the signal too. It is a robot vacuum cleaner.
That is so funny, man. You see the officer was just like, door open, dog goes in first, and you can hear him saying, like, we got the dog here, man. Like, we're coming in, and that's the report back. Can you imagine being sitting there, but also the owner of the house. The owner of the house, was probably, just think about it for a second. The owner of the house, okay, is thinking, I think I'm going to buy this because this is really cool. Of course, I'm still going to vacuum and stuff, but I've got this robot and it's going to be able to vacuum all the time and do what it's supposed to be doing, right? This is a good buy. I'm going to do it. Leaves the bitch on, doesn't even remember, goes to walk the dog and comes back. And that's the thing that's scaring the shit out of him. That person, after everybody left, that person probably kicked the robot. It was probably like, you dick. Mandy says, this is probably why I do not have one. For real, dude. Like, just think about it. At night, if you forget to let it go, or does it go back by itself to charge? I don't know. I don't have one, so I don't know how it works. But you're about to go to sleep, right? Or you are asleep, and then you just hear like a thud, right, against the wall or something, and you're upstairs or downstairs, whichever. You're in your room, and you are awakened by something hitting your door, and you sit up. You're like, the fuck was that? And then poof, again, and you're like, and then you start freaking out. I know I would. And then you hear the thud as the vacuum is like hitting the, like turning around like and hitting the door and taking off, and then like hitting going down the hallway or whichever, and you're just like 911, where's your emergency? Like, there's somebody in my house. They hit my door a few times. I don't know what's going on. Please send somebody. And of course, it's priority one. You're on the phone with this person. They are freaking out. And then they get out there and they open the door and all they see is the vacuum doing what it's supposed to be doing. Man, I would be like fucking Ichabod Crane when he's freaking out and he's those one things are hitting the log and he's just laughing hysterically, like a maniacal laugh. That would be me. That would be me after realizing that it was just the robot. I'd be like, ah! That shit would freak me out. James says, returns the charger if nothing blocks his way. Oh, okay. And then Mandy says, some do go back. These things are advanced. You can set them to go at certain times and everything. I have a friend who has one, and her cat turns it on and rides it. See, now that's funny shit. That is funny. I would be all about that. I mean, I don't have a cat, but if I did, I would buy that. There was a video that I saw once where there was a cat dressed up like a shark and was sitting on one of those vacuums right there. All right, let's watch the last part of this again.
robot.
And the fact that the person on radios, the dispatcher on radios, also repeats that. I'm clear that it's a robot vacuum. And you can just imagine everybody in the room is just busting up laughing. Or, of course, someone didn't hear what it was, so they stand up. They're like, wait, what was it? What was it? It was a robot vacuum. What? It's like endless fun. Oh man, that is so good. Oh, my mom is here. Hi, Mom. Oh, this is so funny.
There's a bad guy.
There's the bad guy. Ah. Well done and scene. Oh, Dina, again, thank you so very much for sharing that with me, and I'll make sure to share it out there with everybody else. Oh, this is funny. This has been good. So, for everyone who is here right now, who's watching, who has said this is your first time in open mic, that's what this is all about. Sharing the lighter side of dispatch, our funny stories, because laughing is good medicine. And sometimes I end up sharing funny stories from like me growing up. Or just funny stuff that's happened to me. But also my mom will jump into the comments and people will say hello, and sometimes it's almost like a challenge for people to share a super funny or raunchy story because I read them to see if I will read them with my mom in the audience. or a challenge to see who breaks me because I'm laughing so much. But this is what this is all about, and it is so much fun. And as we are coming up on the hour here and going into the wrap up, I want to see what your number is now. I want to check in with you, okay? And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty and 10 being amazing, how are you feeling now? Even if your number went up 1, or if it stayed the same and you're feeling good. That's what this is all about. Again, I'm way above a 10. I came in at an 8. I'm above a 10. And again, this is so much fun to be here with all of you and to share funny stories like this. It has just been an excellent time. And again, hold your head up high. Not a lot of people can do this job. And if it ever comes up, just remember why you got started to begin with. You know, a lot of us fell into this, but even though we fell into it, it quickly got into our blood, and it's something that we love to do. Even though the shit gets deep or gets hard sometimes, there's always something that brings us back. Maybe just something like this, just us being here talking, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you all very much for joining me tonight, and I cannot wait to be here with all of you next week. So let me look in here. Mandy says 10 out of 10 for anything Ricardo puts on. He's the best. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. You just took my number up even higher. James is 9.5. Luann is a 6. Watching from work. You started out as a 4 and you went up a couple points. Yes, that is good. That is excellent. That is excellent. Excellent. There is so much stuff that's going to be coming up, and I can't wait for it. There's a lot of different things, a lot of different episodes that are going to be coming up, as well as more Imagine Listening episodes and such. So please make sure to look out for those and those open mic ones. Back in 2017, it was the first time that I did Imagine Listening and open mic at the Indiana conference. I'm headed back there in just a couple weeks. And it'll be awesome to be back there to do Imagine Listening and open mic. And it is just going to be a hell of a good time. So make sure to look out for those episodes that are going to be coming out, because I'm going to be recording those sessions, and it's always a good time. And also, really quick before I go, some stuff happened yesterday, I believe it was, out in Georgia, in Cobb County, and some of my very good friends work there in that center. They lost a couple officers, and I just wanted to give them all a shout out to not only the center, but all of them, their entire family. And we're thinking of you, and we're here for you. And if you need anything, please let us know. So again, thank you all very much for being here and being here for each other, in support of each other, and sharing these stories. Again, laughing is good medicine, and that's what this is all about. So thank you for everything. This live broadcast has been sponsored by InDigital as well as Carbine. A big shout out to patrons. As always, thank you for everything. If you have any comments, questions, or you ever want to be a guest on the show, or you have a topic or anything that you want to share like that, please send us an email, and that'll be wttpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that is wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. That is @91podcast. You can like us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/Within the Trenches Podcast. If you want to become a patron of the podcast and get some bonus content, some swag, and some other cool stuff, you can become a patron at patreon.com/WTT Podcast. This can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter. And for patrons only, a perk, you get audio versions of the Media Partner Spotlights, Open Mic Live, as well as the DRT, the Dispatchers Roundtable. And then for the flagship show, Within the Trenches Podcast, you can listen 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.